Hey, mama. How you doing there?
Get the fuck out of here.
Come on now. You got a little time, don't you?
What do you want?
Huh? I want to talk
What
to
do
you.
you want? Come over here. You asking for me.
Yeah, I'm asking for you.
What do you want?
Put yourself in this young lady's position. Imagine that every time you walk down the street, some man tries his luck by approaching you and calling out to you insistently. Whether you're in a good mood that day or not, he doesn't give a damn.
I want to talk to you.
How can I help you, sir?
I think we can help each other. Don't you?
Speak on it.
Yeah. I want to get to know you. What's up?
Why do you want to get to know me?
Take you out.
Why do you want to get to know me?
Why?
Now that she has told him she is not interested, the man is still asking her questions. I don't know if you are on the side of women or men, but I find it a bit tiresome.
Because I saw you walking down. I see you all the time. And I said, hey.
You see me all the time.
Yeah, why don't I just kind of stop her and pick her brain for a minute, see what's going on?
Not interested.
Not interested? Why not?
I'm not interested.
You don't like a man that can do for a woman?
I do, but just not you. Not old niggas.
Not old
that
niggas.
Looks tired.
Okay, think about that moment. You know the one. You're just walking down the street, maybe headphones on, minding your own business, and suddenly someone steps into your path, tries to talk to you. Or maybe, maybe you've been that person, taking a chance, striking up a conversation.
Yeah, putting yourself out there.
Exactly. Only to get, shut down pretty quickly. These moments, they feel small, right?
Yeah.
But they're actually huge.
They really are.
These everyday encounters, women rejecting men on the street, they open up these much bigger conversations, gender stuff, safety, what respect even looks like in public.
Absolutely. And that's really what we want to do today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sort of peel back the layers. Go beyond just the awkwardness or the quick judgments that, let's face it, often happen.
Right.
We're going to dive into, the heart of these interactions. Try and understand the perspectives from both sides. This isn't about blame, not at all. It's about getting properly informed about something super common, but often kind of misunderstood.
Yeah.
We want you, listening, to get why these things unfold like they do, and maybe how everyone can handle them with a bit more empathy. Clarity.
Yeah, clarity is a good word, and we're really going to unpack it, look at what the research and sources actually say. Some surprising stuff in there.
Definitely.
So stick with us, and by the end, you should have a much clearer, more balanced view on something that usually gets really oversimplified. We want to get past the surface level.
Okay.
All right, so let's start with the woman's perspective. Why does that approach often feel, not great? For a lot of women, a stranger coming up to them in public, it hits differently, less flattering, more uncomfortable, maybe even a bit threatening.
That's a key point. You're just going about your day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Grabbing coffee, walking to work, whatever. You're in your own head, focused, maybe just wanting some peace.
Totally.
You're not necessarily putting out signals saying, hey, come talk to me. In that context, it's everything. It's often less about who is approaching and more about the act of being approached unexpectedly.
And it's not just a feeling, is it? Our sources talked about this constant mental calculation women are doing.
Yeah, the vigilance tax, they called it. It's like this background process running all the time in public spaces. It actually uses up mental energy.
Wow.
Seriously. It's this split-second thing. Okay, how do I seem polite but also safe? How do I end this quickly? Will this person get angry if I say no?
Mm-hmm.
It's this balancing act between politeness and personal safety.
Which makes total sense because, realistically, rejections aren't always taken well. We've all heard stories or seen it a simple no turns into something nasty.
Nigga, if she politely rejects you, walk the fuck away. You about to catch a charge because she said no? You don't have to get verbal or physical with a woman that rejects you. Fam, walk your tender dick ass away. There are so many other women in this world that would give you a chance. I understand that these women will disrespectfully reject you, treat you as if you're not a human being who's naturally approaching them. Those are the ones you just walk away from. You don't try to be persistent or none of that. Leave her ass alone. Leave her weird ass alone. And if she politely rejected you, leave her alone, bro. Leave her alone.
Leave me alone. I'm not interested. Leave me alone. You are short as shit. Go away.
Don't approach me in public unless I come to you.
Wow.
Or unless I give you an eye. Because one thing about me...
That sounds like the mafia. Like, don't approach me unless I approach you.
Do you know what? Let me actually stop. Let me stop. I don't actually mind being approached. I don't mind guys that come up to me and talking to me. Let me be really real. Yeah. If you are not tall, sexy, with amazing chat, Don't waste your time.
Right. Or avoiding eye contact, walking faster, giving really short, clipped answers.
Yeah.
These aren't meant to be rude, usually. They're ways to draw a line, quickly and clearly, without needing a whole big conversation or confrontation.
It's a boundary thing.
Absolutely. It's vital to get that. It's rarely personal against that specific man. It's about the situation, the context, the need to feel safe and just, get on with your day without potential hassle or threat. It's a quick, firm way to manage the situation. Self-preservation, really.
Okay, that paints a really clear picture. But like you said, there are two sides here. Let's flip it. Let's talk about the man's perspective, the person doing the approaching. Because sometimes for them, it is seen as, I don't know, being confident. Romantic even.
Yeah, and society often encourages that, doesn't it? Movies, stories.
And social media. There's so much advice out there, this cold approach stuff, telling guys just go for it, strike up conversations with strangers, frame it as being bold.
Which brings up that clash in perception, right? What feels bold and confident to one person can feel intrusive or unwanted to another. It's fascinating. And when that approach is rejected, well, the sources we looked at really dug into the emotional side for men. It can sting. It can feel really personal, discouraging, embarrassing too, especially if it's public.
Yeah, you can see that.
It's not just hearing no. For some, it can feel like a knock to their self-esteem,
Yeah.
especially if they've bought into that idea that persistence is key or that they should be able to charm anyone. Accepting no can feel like failing.
And that seems like the real challenge then, doesn't it? Learning to sort of separate your own self-worth from whether someone wants to talk to you in that exact moment.
Absolutely crucial. It's so easy to take it personally, to think, what's wrong with me? Or I'm not good enough.
Especially with that pressure maybe from online groups or whatever to see every approach as this high-stakes thing you have to win.
Right. And often it has nothing to do with the guy himself. That's what we need to connect back to. A rejection usually isn't a comment on who you are.
It's situational.
Exactly. Yeah. It's way more likely about things you can't control. The timing was off. She's busy. She's stressed. She just doesn't feel like talking to anyone right then. It's not about you personally.
Understanding that seems like it would make a huge difference.
It really can. It shifts the thinking from I failed to maybe, okay, bad timing or she wasn't open to it. Takes the ego out of it a bit, makes it less crushing.
Yeah.
Allows you to be more resilient.
Okay, so this is where it gets really practical, I think. We've looked at both sides, the complexities. How do we actually navigate these moments better with more respect, understanding?
Yeah, moving towards solutions. And the sources offered some really good balanced insights here.
Good.
For women, the big takeaway is saying no or signaling disinterest isn't rude. It's about setting boundaries clearly, firmly.
You don't owe anyone a long explanation.
Not at all. A simple, calm, no thank you is enough. Or even just body language, keeping your pace, shaking your head, not making eye contact. Your safety and comfort, they're valid priorities, period. You have the right to assert them.
And for men, what's the key advice there?
Respect, fundamentally. And awareness. Like, approaching someone isn't automatically bad, but how and when you do it matters.
You're a stranger. She said no, like 3 different times. She's not interested.
Speak slowly, please. My English is very bad.
She... No. No. Merci beaucoup, mais non.
It's about being observant, empathetic.
Exactly. Ignoring those obvious cues. That's not confident. That's just disregarding someone else's state.
Right.
Real confidence includes respecting their space.
Right.
And then, okay, let's say you do approach. Maybe you misread things slightly and she says no or clearly isn't interested.
What then?
The ideal response. Simple, accept it. Gracefully, immediately. No arguing, no just give me a minute, no trying to change your mind.
Don't take it personally.
Precisely. Just a nod, maybe an okay, sorry to bother you, and move on.
Yeah.
That acceptance, done with dignity, it respects your decision, and honestly, it reflects well on you. It helps build that culture of respect we need.
You know, when you put it all together like that, what really stands out is this idea of dignity for everyone in public spaces.
That's it. These spaces belong to all of us, but so do our personal boundaries, our right to feel comfortable and safe. It's about finding that balance, isn't it?
Yeah, where everyone can just be, without feeling watched or judged or potentially hassled.
And empathy is the key to that balance, trying to understand the other person's perspective, why a woman might feel wary, why a man might feel stung by rejection. That understanding can change everything. It turns these potentially awkward or tense moments into, well, just moments of mutual respect, even if no connection is made.
So wrapping this deep dive up, we've covered a lot of ground. These interactions on the street, women saying no to men, they seem small, but man, they tap into some big societal stuff.
Gender roles, safety concerns, what respect actually looks like day to day. It's way more complicated than just yes or no. And the takeaways are pretty clear, right? For women, it's often about boundary setting, managing that vigilance, prioritizing safety. For men, it's about respectful approaches, reading the situation and handling rejection with perspective, not taking it personally.
Yeah. And here's maybe a final thought to leave you with, something to chew on from our sources. Maybe the point isn't about winning or losing these interactions.
Interesting.
Maybe it's about something bigger. Every time someone approaches respectfully, every time someone accepts no gracefully, it's actually contributing to kind of renegotiating how we share public space.
Wow, yeah. Making it feel safer, more comfortable for everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah, so my daughter was telling me about how she was at Walmart standing in line trying to return recycle some pop cans. And she was like, it was probably about 3 or 4 people in front of her. And I think there was like 7 or 8 of the pop bottle return machines, but only like 2 or 3 of them was working. So the line was longer. So she was sitting there waiting. She said this guy come up to her and was like, hey, I'll just give you the money for your bottles. So she said in her head, she thinking like, well, why would you do that? So she asked him, she was like, why? He was like, well, because I don't want you to have to stand here in line. So she was like, okay, well, I'll take the money. So then she says, the guy was like, well, can I have your phone number? And she said, no. So the guy says, well, keep on standing here and recycle them pop bottles. When I tell you, I hollered. It was so funny to me. She said, then he walked away. My thing is this. What does her standing in line returning some pop bottles have to do with you? You just mad because you tried to shoot your shot and you got shot down. It ain't even that serious. And y'all know what the crazy thing about it was? My daughter wasn't even returning the pop bottles for her. She was returning them for me. But my thing is, what does it have to do, with you? Were you trying to insinuate that, she broke, she desperate for money? It don't even matter what the reason is. She was there returning the pop bottles, and it had nothing to do with you, and you just got mad and was in your feelings because she told you no. But y'all, why the dude gonna tell her? Well, keep on standing there to recycle your pop bottles. Yo, when I tell you, we was cracking up. These people, I don't know why guys have to act like that sometimes, because let me tell y'all, it is really not that serious at all, but I thought that was funny.